So pleased to welcome to the show Zoilita Grant. Her book is, I know I say this about books, but this truly will change your life. In fact, the book is Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, a step-by-step guide of letting go of your past. How many people are stuck in that situation? So it's great to have her on Author's Corner here on America Tonight with me, Kate Delaney. Zoilita, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with your listeners.
Oh, absolutely. What made you write this book? What was your motivation?
So when I was 16 years old, I weighed 265 pounds. I had unfortunately come from an abusive childhood, and I had moved in with my grandmother, and we were in Berkeley, California. And we went to the library and took out all of the books on hypnosis, and I hypnotized myself with her help to lose 150 pounds in a year. It changed my life. So the idea of changing your mind and changing your life was the theme of my life. So I became a psychotherapist, and I always specialized in hypnosis. And then after 35 years, I moved into coaching and pioneered hypnotic coaching. And now I'm really moving into the area of self-help, because I want everyone to know that the greatest computer in the world is right between your ears, and you can use it to change and transform your own life.
So the second you walked into that library and the second you went down that road, which is absolutely incredible to lose 150 pounds. Are you kidding? Wow. It had to have changed your life. Did people not recognize you after that?
Oh, people from my high school graduating class, when I went back to a reunion, they were astounded.
Wow. They were astounded. And so you knew it worked for you. And look at that, set you up for what you were going to do with your life. What was it like being, being a psychotherapist and using hypnosis and going through that? You had to have helped a lot of people.
I did, and I was very passionate about it. But at a certain point, I came to believe that model of psychotherapy disempowered a lot of people. And so I learned to be a coach. I went to the International Federation of Coaches basic foundation training, and then I blended hypnosis into it and pioneered a new modality called hypnotic coaching, which takes the tools and techniques of a coach and the power and the punch of hypnosis to help people transform their lives.
Wow. So as we dig into the book, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, what, you're not going to tell us every step because people need to go get the book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, but give us a couple nuggets for everybody listening.
So the book begins with learning to manage stress. There is no way that you can make your life stress-free, but you can make your life stress-proof. And the secrets to making your life stress-proof is learning to use the power of the mind. So I give 3 easy things. Attend to your breath. Pay attention to your breathing. Breathe deeply and rhythmically. Make sure that you're in the present moment. Don't get caught in guilt in the past or worry about the future. Stay present. And the third is practice self-care. The more that you care for yourself, the more you have to give to others.
Oh, isn't that true? And a lot of people skip that, don't they?
They absolutely do.
I mean, we see it. We see it all the time. There's something else too that happened with you, and you've traveled around, and I mean, you just talked about how you knew you needed to flip the switch, and you really studied coaching, and you also went through a brain tumor and surgery. Wow. That had to, for someone like you, a mind person, that had to be tough.
It was. It happened last April. I was on a family trip in Japan, and I had a seizure. I was actually dancing to Taylor Swift with my 6-year-old granddaughter, and I had a seizure, and I went to the emergency room at the hospital, and they discovered I had a very large but benign brain tumor. So I flew back to Colorado. I had extensive brain surgery in May. And then in June, when I had just gotten home, I slipped and fell and damaged my spinal cord and ended up not being able to use my arms or my legs for about 14 days.
Wow. So I can imagine all the training and everything you've gone through, though, probably helped you power through what you had to do to make that come back again.
Absolutely. You know, when the doctors told me I would probably be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, I told them that I politely refused their diagnosis, that I knew that I had power and I knew that I had spiritual strength and that I would be able to recover fully. Today, I walk with a cane.
Wow, but that soon and so quickly knowing, I love that you said, for everybody listening, I politely refuse your diagnosis because you knew the
so
power
this
of the
was a
mind.
whole year. This was a whole year because I had the seizure last year. So it's taken me a whole year to recover.
Wow, but you were able to do that. And that again goes back to the power of the mind, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's why I wrote the book, because I remembered that key from my early adolescence that if you change your mind, you can change the trajectory of your life. And so I applied a lot of mental discipline to be able to recover physically. And at the same time, I wrote the book to guide people to recover their lives.
What is it about the past that people have such a hard time of letting go of the past?
Because a lot of the past has emotional trauma in it, and you need to use techniques to get rid of emotional trauma. And I think I have the secret sauce to teach people to do that. You know, I've been practicing 50 years, and I have seen miraculous recoveries in myself and other people. And now I want to help ordinary people have extraordinary lives.
Oh, I like that. Again, the name of the book, Change Your Mind, Change Your Life, a step-by-step guide to letting go of your past. And you've really said it. We've weaved it in the conversation here. But what do you hope people take away from reading your book?
That they have the power of choice. And you can make conscious choices of how you want your life to be. And you can utilize skills and tools to help you get there. Change your mind, change your life.
And for you, having gone through this, as you said, decade after decade after decade, and seeing what's happened with people, it has to be exciting, and it had to be exciting for you to write this book, was it?
Oh, it was so exciting. But you know, the most exciting thing was when I read the evaluation of the New York Times, the book accomplished everything that I wanted it to do. It's easy to read. It's very effective. It helps real people change their lives for the positive.
Yeah, and you can tell that. And like you said, it's very easy because a lot of times if it's complicated, that's where people get caught up in, I can't do this.
Absolutely.
And it's not complicated. Well, you're such a joy. You emanate, you radiate that feeling of, yeah, you can do this. Absolutely. Zoilita Grant, again, the book is, I think, again, a game changer. You want to change your mind. You want to change your life, a step-by-step guide to letting go of your past. Pick it up. Thank you.
Can I give a gift to your listeners?
Sure.
So if you go to my website, mindsetforsuccess.org, and you order any of my 50 products, you put in the code Zoilita, Zoilita, all small letters, you can get them for half price.
Ooh, so that's even better. I love it. A surprise ending. Nice. Thank you, Zoilita.
Thank you so much for having me.